Hello and welcome to DIY with Derek. Today we're going to be changing out some angle stop valves. Angle stop valves are the shutoffs that go to your toilet, that go to your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink, all that good stuff. Inside your house, if you have a newer house, you might just have a shutoff that you just turn by hand manually. In this instance, it's actually out on the street, so I'm going to show you that right now. We'll go ahead, turn it off, and go inside the house. Let the water run for a little bit, drain out all the residual pressure, and yeah, we'll start taking them apart. And I'm going to show you the easy way, the DIY with Derek way. Well, let's go. All right, so welcome to the water shutoff. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and finagle around in there to pry this lid up. Then you'll notice that there is a shutoff right here. That is what we're going to turn the water off to this in particular unit. And your meter is right here. If it is spinning, that means somebody's either using water or you have a water leak. And right now it's not doing anything. So it doesn't look like any water is being used currently. You can use a pair of vice grips. I happen to have this cheater bar, but you can use a pair of vice grips or a pair of channel locks to get down in there to turn this off. And you're just going to turn it till the water goes off, and we'll go inside. All right, so now that the water is shut off to the house, it will continue to drip for a while. This is actually a fourplex, so it is going to remain dripping for quite some time. I'm just gonna leave the valve open. It's typically best to find a very low point and turn that water on. So like your outdoor spigot is typically really low. Anything that's lower than the point of where you're going to be working, try to turn those on and just let the water run, and it will eventually stop. Takes a little bit, but we'll get back to it once all the water is drained. All right, so here's the angle stops we're going to be replacing today. This one is an older style. As you can tell, the hose whip, this is what we call the whip, is integrated to the angle stop itself. Super old school design. These are prone to fail because of bending, any sort of movement like that. They're just very, very brittle over time. This one was replaced not too long ago, but it's still an older style. This one is an O-ring style. And by that I mean this right here is almost like your hose outside. You have to twist it a bunch to turn it off and turn it back on. These two both were bypassing. Bypassing is where water continues to run through even with the O-ring closed. It's almost like your faucet when it begins to drip. Same concept here, right? Just different styles. I mean, these things are ugly and old. The style that we're going to be using, I'm going to show you the quick, easy style. It's just a sharkbite push fitting, and it's a quarter turn valve. So it's literally just a ball valve like you'd find on like a fire truck. Much better design and really no wearable parts. So that is soon to come. Welcome to the new angle stop. So this right here is the sharkbite push to fit angle stop valve. Like I said, quarter turn valve. So all you have to do is just quarter turn it and it's on or it's off. I did ½ inch because most standard homes are ½ inch copper or ½ inch PEX, or ½ inch CPVC or ½ inch polybutylene, and a 3/8 top, which is your standard hose whip size these days. Super easy concept. I'm going to show you how to put this guy on. Nice, tight, secure, and yeah, go from there. These are the easiest ones to do. I personally like to do the compression fittings. They do last a little bit longer, but for the sake of DIYers everywhere, let's do a sharkbite. It's super simplistic. All right, so for this part, we're gonna need a crescent wrench. Pop that guy off. We're also going to need a wire brush. You can buy these at Home Depot for like $2. A inside pipe deburr, so this just spins around inside the pipe. And some 120 grit sandpaper to clean up the copper after we pull this off. Now, if you have PEX, you don't have to worry about it. You can just take off the old one, clean it up really good, and slide it back on there. Make sure you don't have any big burrs or anything going along with those lines. And a little cup to catch some water, because generally speaking, we'll have some water. All right, so this one, nice and loose, but we need something to grab onto here to break that so we can get it off, so I'll be right back. All right, got myself a pair of channel locks. Remember, this is DIY with Derek, so we're trying to use whatever tools that might be around. So now, we'll go ahead and unscrew that big old bolt off there. As you can tell, this thing is rusty. It is nasty. There's all kinds of fun water popping out of this thing already. It's old. So, we'll go ahead and unscrew that off all the way. Drain out into our cup, and then we'll start cleaning up the pipe. Alright, so now we will pull off our compression ring, trying not to squeeze the pipe too much. They do make a tool to pull these off. That one is off. That is your compression ring. It almost looks like what they call a wedding ring. This is the old one. 2. So now we have our pipe out, exposed. Take a piece of sandpaper, wrap it around the pipe. Sand it off really nice and good. Make it so you could eat off of it. All right, now that that's all done good, take a rag, wipe off the pipe. Damn, it almost looks like a new pipe. Beautiful. Now take your inside deburr tool. Around. Take your sandpaper, clean off all your edges, make it nice and purdy like. Ream in your wire brush. That makes it nice and clean in there. You want it to be smooth like a baby's butt. All right, now for the fun part. We have our sharkbite fitting. All you're going to do now that we've cleaned off our pipe, everything looks great. You're going to take your sharkbite fitting and literally push it on until it slides and you can feel it go past the O-ring in the sharkbite. Right now, you can look and see that we are open. You can turn it, and now we are closed. That is it. That is all it takes to replace an angle stop valve with a sharkbite fitting. That's the easiest way to do it. Hopefully this video was helpful. Like and subscribe, please.